The Steele is brought to you in part by the following sponsors: Teal Realty, your hometown real estate team, and by Sage Consulting and Wealth Management, financial intelligence for living your life, and Bollinger Insurance Agency, serving the Lehigh Valley for over 50 years.
Coming up on this episode of The Steele, we travel to Goshen, New York to hang out with a guitar rock legend and see what's hot in his life. Who is it and what is it? Well, stick around and find out on this episode of The Steele. What's up, Steele Nation? I'm Nick Kessler. Along with this guy, my buddy, Brian Fulmer. And of course, let's not forget Wolfie. Together, we're on a journey exploring everything that has to do with music and food. It takes us all over the place, and we never know what we're going to run into next. But hey, this is what we're about, and this is what The Steele is all about.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's Mexican night. Steele fans, I'm in Goshen, New York, and I bet you're wondering two things. One is, where the heck is Goshen, New York? And two, what's the Steele crew doing there? Well, Goshen, New York is actually in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It's only about an hour and 40 minutes from the valley and about an hour from New York City. But the main reason why we're here is we have a surprise for you, and it's coming to Lehigh Valley. Now, I think it's pretty hot, so let's go inside and check it out. Steele, we're inside Hacienda. I'm with General Manager Rico. Can you tell us about this place? It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's so colorful, so vibrant.
Thank you for coming. Hacienda has been around for about 10 years. We have a little bit of everything, authentic Mexican food and Mexican-American food to cater for everybody in the area.
Can you tell us a little bit about the decor of Hacienda?
All this decor is coming from Guadalajara, Mexico. We go and place an order, tables, chairs, glassware, and they ship it directly
and
to
everything's
us.
Authentic.
Everything is hand painted.
From the tables to the chairs, even to the paintings on the walls.
The paintings on the walls, the glass, it's also handmade.
And some of your staff has been with you
Since day one.
I mean, and today's business, that's pretty hard to find that type of dedicated help and service.
Yes.
You know, I think this would be a good way to talk about some of the food in the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, George, he's the head chef in the kitchen. He's been with this location since day one. So that shows you that everything is consistent. You know, everything is made fresh every day, and it's made the same way.
And we're talking traditional Mexican dishes.
Traditional Mexican dishes, yes.
Yes.
He got it from his family, from his mother, and you know, he brought it here, and he continues to bring it to the table.
You know what? That may be a good way to get down and check with George right now.
But before we get down to the kitchen, we need to reveal our surprise. We're not gonna leave you hanging. And here it is, Tears of the Sun all-natural hot sauce. Who created it? This guy, Chris Caffery from Sabotage and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. How'd this Steele crew hook up with him? Why, through Jimmy Sturt, the polka king, or should I say, polka god.
Superheroes right here. Hey,
I'm exhausted. Those stairs wore me
Jimmy,
out.
we were just talking about Chris's hot sauce.
I just had some. I had some downstairs on some of that Mexican food. It was delicious.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's Tears of the Sun. It's my first ever commercial hot sauce. It's habanero-based fruit sauce. It's won 2 national awards. It won the best hot sauce of the year in 2011 from the Hot Pepper Awards, the best fruit-based sauce. And I'm excited about it. It's released through High River Sauces, and I'm really proud of it. It's my first venture in the cooking thing. And besides, I always figured people go, "Why did you do hot sauce?" I said, I wanted to find a way I could be a pain in everybody's butt every day.
Well, you're doing a good job. You know, I just had some of it. I mean, it was absolutely great.
Hey, can we talk about this more at your spot?
Yeah, I can take me.
You show me some of those
plants
peppers.
and some of the peppers that are in this. And
All right, let's head there.
So we went to Chris's house. He first showed me around his beautiful property, but then it was time to start talking peppers. and peppers we talked. So he took me to his garden located right outside his studio.
I grow most of the peppers that I make the original recipes for my sauce for. The Tears of the Sun last summer, these here being habaneros, that's what that sauce is based off of mostly, is the habaneros. And last summer I had a really good crop, probably about a couple thousand of them. And I made the sauce with the habaneros.
Now, if I pop this in my mouth right now, will I be able to finish this interview?
You probably have to stop. You might be able to.
I think
you might need a little bit of water. You could bite, like if you were to bite the end off, you could. But if you were to get into the actual seeds, like I could bite this. I'm not gonna kill you. See that?
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, these are cayenne peppers, which I'll dry these out. They eventually turn red. I'll hang them up and dry them.
That's some of the peppers that you see. You go to
a pizza place. That's the crushed red peppers. Those grinded. I'll grind it even finer with coffee makers and make it into salts. This plant here on the end, this is a ghost pepper plant. It's just starting to flower. This is the hottest pepper plant in the world. And jalapenos here, so your normal jalapenos. I picked most of them off of this earlier in the week. I actually have some inside, but I picked those. These I make jelly with a lot. I love the jalapeno
like
jelly.
A spread.
Yeah, I make those, and that's the Scotch bonnet plants. The first year I've grown these, so I haven't really done anything with these yet.
How'd you get into hot sauce?
Kind of exactly the way that you just stumble into most things in your life that you're not expecting. I love cooking. I cooked ever since I was a little kid. My mom used to she worked full time, so she would put all the food on the counter and go, this is what you're cooking. So I would cook and experiment, and I always loved the hot food. And one day I went to my friend's house, and he had made hot sauce. And I didn't ask him how to do it. I just read online, and I got kind of curious with it, and I made a few. And one of my business managers, named Steve Seabury, he came to a meeting, a lunch meeting I was having, and I brought some of my hot sauce there to give to my friend, not to Steve. And he tried it, and he loved it. And oddly enough, he got asked to distribute some sauce for some bands, and then he got the idea about making High River Sauces, which is the company we have now that distributes my sauce. And he started the company and came to me like wanting the Tears of the Sun to be the first sauce I released, and it's won a couple awards.
And you know what? It's all organic, right?
Yeah, it's completely. It was just approved to get into a chain like Whole Foods where they go through you gotta be.
What's nice about the hot sauce is when you have it, it's not overpowering.
It's easy to sit there and go, I'm gonna make this as hot as I can possibly get, but at the end of the day, it usually burns on the way in and burns on the way out, and it's not that fun. And like you said, the taste, it doesn't really enhance food. It takes away from it.
I tell you what, Chris, why don't we go back to Hacienda and cook up some food with it?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm starving.
Let's go.
All right.
Chris.
Yes.
Right, there it is, your hot sauce.
Absolutely.
Right,
Tears of the Sun.
Yep. Right in the kitchen. And we're here with George. George, what do you got for Chris and I?
Okay. We're gonna do the shrimp with the
shrimp appetizer,
for appetizer.
Shrimp appetizer. George told me the first step was to crush up the chips. Second step, coat the shrimp in the Hacienda House special batter. Next, press the crushed chips onto the battered shrimp.
Now, George, did you ever do this and find out you didn't crush enough chips?
Yeah. I'm going to the fried.
Okay, going to fry. While that's frying, what else we got?
Chicken with the fresh fruit.
Now, what would be the name of that dish if you were to see it on the menu?
Chicken. Special chicken.
Special chicken.
Special chicken.
A la George. So George took the chicken and butterflied it twice. Man, I never knew you could make a chicken frisbee. Next, Hacienda seasoning, garlic sauce, and then right on the grill. In the meantime, the shrimp were ready to plate. To top it off, what else but some Tears of the Sun. And finally, some cilantro. Hey, back to the chicken. Let's add a little apple and mango to the pepper and onions. And then orange juice. Now a little tequila. It is a Mexican restaurant, you know. We need black beans too, and then plate. We got it all. Rice, black beans, and chicken with apples and mangoes. And yes, Chris's hot sauce. Now it's time for dessert, the hot banana. Chop and peel a half a banana, then roll it in a tortilla, then deep fry. Next, the sauce, milk, and then some sour cream. Kosher salt, then some vanilla, and yes, once again, tears of the sun. Oops, I forgot one more ingredient, Malibu rum. Look at that hot banana. Top it with a little chocolate sauce, complete.
Hey, George, thanks. This looks awesome.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to eat.
Yeah, but you know what? We talked about that drink with
I'm
your
thanking
hot sauce
George.
first. Sorry, Chris.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank
Chris.
you, George. I
The
was
food's
trying to
right there. I'm
thank
ready to
George.
get out of here and get to
Yes.
the eating.
Hey,
Hey, what about that drink?
well, we're gonna figure that out.
Where else do you go for a drink but the bar?
Legend has it that the Tears of the Sun makes it a fabulous margarita.
So we got Rico to help us out.
First, we're gonna put about 2 ounces of tequila, touch of orange liqueur, of course.
Here, the Tears of the Sun. Good, that's
Yeah.
a good dose right
A
there.
little bit of mango puree, lemon mix. Shake it up well. A bit of
Yeah.
mango
The mango,
and the lime.
lime.
Let me tell you folks, this was truly a rock star meal. I got to spend time with my new best buddy, Chris Caffery. I filled up on some of the best Mexican food that I've ever eaten, prepared by the A+ staff at Hacienda's restaurant. And of course, I can't forget Chris's hot sauce, Tears of the Sun. What an awesome experience this has been. Adios, my friends, adios.
Hey, Steel Nation, you thought you were done with Chris Caffery? Not so fast. Coming up, I sit down with the man and the musician to talk about his career, and I even set up a little impromptu jam.
Hello, this is Chris Caffery, and you are watching The Steel, so if you have a stereo, turn it up. If you don't, why not?
3 blind mice, 3 wise men, and 3 peas in a pod. What do these things have in common? All good things must come in threes. Like these guys. 3 Brothers Beverage, located off Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, PA, specializing in all domestic and imported beers. Now featuring a Steel Season 2 promotional package. Get 1 30-pack of Bud Light for only $21.69. 3 Brothers Beverage, serving the community for over 2 decades. Offer valid through the end of March 2013.
I'm Mike. And I'm Steve, and we're at the Rock and Roll Philadelphia Half Marathon, and you're